I swear I'm alive, guys. I swear. I swear. Listen. 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 Chronic fatigue, go burr, okay? Chronic pain, go burr. Just burr, okay? Just burr. Anyways, this is gonna be, like, we're getting towards basically the end of the game, I believe. We're gonna go fight the Zeniths, and hopefully, destroy them entirely, because they're absolute assholes, so. Except for the lady that's helping me. She's not that bad. Unless she's secretly trying to use me for some reason. And in that case, I will be extremely disappointed. Because, like, goddamn, why you gotta play me like that? Goddamn. If you hear a lot of wind, it's because I have my fan on. My room gets very hot during the day, so apologies. Alright, return to the base. Listen, I don't need your trade, okay? Listen, I am perfectly capable. Yep, time to climb! Again. Uppies. Aloy, go uppies! Alright. What are we doing, guys? How we doing, what we doing? Happy pata. Yes. Oh, cutscene.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so...
Thanks.
Mr. Know-It-All, is that Katalo? No. He would have said Katalo. Oh, silence. Whoa.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company people. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zeniths.
I don't owe you shit, Silence. Right. Fuck you.
I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance.
She said what she said. I agree.
Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
That's, the Zenith lady. I forgot her name.
I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are
Tilda.
Oh, look. That must be your little invention. Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
He is not happy about this.
Oh, no. You first.
He hates these guys. Very much.
Get everyone in the control room so Tilapia can tell us what she knows about the Zenith race.
There's Katalo. Hi, buddy. What you got to say? Oh, I didn't mean to jump over that like that. Sorry, buddy.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly in the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regala's army with lightning, I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the sky for us. To imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the court. You have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
Oh my. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
Okay. How's your new arm, buddy?
You're curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping I would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that. Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me.
She's interesting.
Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zeniths' defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you
Aye,
say,
aye, Captain.
you have more than earned my trust.
I hope I have. All the shit I've been through.
I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regala around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Katana. Anything new going on I should know about?
The Quen has been more insistent than usual, asking about the visions at the Grove. Her pursuit of knowledge is relentless. The Ten would have a hard time fighting her off.
Just think of her like one of your chaplains.
Yes. Only more persistent.
She just wants to learn everything.
I have to go. But I'll be briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
Alright. Let's talk to everybody. Why not? Zoe and Erend. Hey, buddy.
Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
Wish I could say we don't need them. But Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regala.
Yeah, enemy of my enemy, all that, right?
Right.
Mm-mm-mm.
You, talk to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice.
Ooh.
You say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope.
Yeah, if she backstabs me, I'm gonna be
Doesn't look like any
pissed.
of our guests are making trouble.
Yet.
Silence has already done that enough.
Talo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. The Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
He's such a good dude. Like,
Well, Silence is keeping to himself.
he's just
as
a bro.
usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need. What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Katala.
Of course he did.
Maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns out it really is.
That's funny.
I better get going.
Oh, you know where to find me.
He's like her oldest friend now. I mean, now that Varl's gone, our rest in peace, poor guy.
Anyway, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tenakth something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint.
I don't think that would work.
Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different.
That's for sure.
Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Fair
Have you
enough.
talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he?
This ass. This ass.
I have to go.
Listen.
I trust you to keep things civil around here.
I'll make sure Aaron doesn't punch
Fucking
Silence in
hate
the
this
face,
dude.
if that's what you mean.
At first he like really helped us, and then he just turned into an absolute dick. Just used us for everything. Turd.
Aloy,
Hi. What do you want, Alva? What you got?
you flew? Katala told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
We gonna kick their ass.
Oh, and I wanted to give you this for helping me get the data on the
Oh,
lab.
thanks.
I didn't really know what to give you, so I asked Zoe what you might like.
Thanks, Alva. I'll put it to good use.
What did I get?
Have you looked through the data we recovered on Leviathan?
There is much to sort through still, but I believe we'll be able to get it operational and turn back the floods. And I've given more thought to everything we've uncovered about the ancestors. The Overseers would have us believe they were infallible paragons. Pharaoh wasn't. Not even close.
Nope.
His greed led to machines that devoured the world. The archive of the Old One's knowledge destroyed, just to erase his mistakes. So, when we learned that Eileen had a hand in covering up hundreds of deaths, I started to think they were all the same. Selfish, egotistical, cruel. But, in the end, it's not that simple. The truth isn't a straight line of ink on a crisp scroll. It's a
Yeah,
splatter,
unfortunately.
smudged and faded on stained parchment. I wish more Quen could see that. Instead of looking the other way, or twisting the truth to serve their own schemes.
I doubt Bohai would agree with you.
No, nor the rest of the Board of Overseers. As Eileen said, it's easier to believe the lie is truth, but it's worth fighting for. And this diviner, at least, won't settle for anything less. For that, I thank you, Aloy.
Aww. She's like the sister I never asked for, but
I suppose you saw that
appreciate her.
Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
Fair enough.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Well, when you put it that way.
You okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. Zeniths.
If you say so.
Don't worry, we're gonna kick their ass.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
Science. He's the one who built the weapon that can take.
Yeah, I know.
Zenith's
He's
shield?
lovely, isn't he?
Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
He doesn't have that.
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that.
Yeah. She's not wrong. She not wrong.
Anything new around here?
Kotallo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs within the legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action.
Yeah, I'm glad I
Technology
helped
like
him
that
with
would be
that.
treasured back home. Think of what it could do for injured workers or soldiers.
Yeah.
But knowing the Imperial family, they would use it for different purposes. Their own.
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths.
Exactly.
I see.
I need to wrap up a few things, but stay sharp.
I'll be ready when you call.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to talk to me? Anybody else? Anybody else? Curious. Just curious. Oh, there's Kotallo. Okay, I already talked to him. Anybody else get rooms? Oh, there's Tilda.
There you are.
Hi. Can I help you?
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of this fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive, is that right? You're right, we were together.
Oh, whoa!
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her.
Aww.
Soon we were flying
So
halfway
sweet.
across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less. And I wanted more. So we ended things.
So helping me. Restoring Elizabeth's dream. It's what?
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help her. To do right by her.
Damn. I was not expecting the gay confession right now. Okay. Alright, the gay revelation, I guess.
1,000 years. She was brilliant. Visionary. She cared so deeply for the world. For the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving.
Sorry, my bad. I do that a lot.
After Zeniths' attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between them.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Zenith, not who I truly am.
When it's time to break into the Zenith base, what can we expect?
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta and Gaia's location, dealing with heavy resistance along the way.
I gotta save Gaia.
There are also
I gotta save my mom.
others have been
and my
amassing the
sister.
natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment, we've learned our lesson.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near.
Sounds like Silence.
I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful.
Eric's the asshole that killed Varro, if I remember. Fuck that guy. Jesus Christ. Murder. I will murder. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Why did you make the data?
That's a lot of information. I'm gonna do all the other ones first.
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical.
Yeah.
I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Oh.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him.
Yep.
Though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
He's an ass. I hate
What can
him.
you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence.
Listen, more
Gerard's
cosplays.
always
Listen,
believed
Gib.
himself to be a refined
Gib.
patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth.
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
Oh, that's sad.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths, Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her brilliance. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What? Like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
Understandable.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
Let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the HoloNet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
Time is weird, man. Alright.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Happy AWOC. AWOC.
I won't let anything get in the way.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better today, so I decided to stream. I really want to finish this game. I've been playing it for way too long. Where is the bastard? I must talk. Oh, we have more things to interact with. Okay. Well, let's do that first, I guess.
Focus. It's Varl's.
Poor Varl. He did not deserve
Used
that.
to think no Nora would ever accept one. Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away.
Oh, I'm gonna murder that bitch that killed him. What an ass, dude. Dude was such a good guy.
With Regala out of the way, Hikaru and Zeniths, they're safe. Future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that it's not a battle I am going to win. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now, and always.
Frost. Oh my god. That's such a deep wound. That was so long ago, but like, damn, it still hurts.
Elizabeth and Tilda had a history.
They were
The more I learn
roommates.
about her life, the more complicated it seems. I guess she saw something good in Tilda. I don't know what exactly, but seems like it was enough. For a while, at least.
Interesting. Interesting. More! I need more! Plants? What, they're plants? Oh, whoa. Oh, I forgot there's a place down here. The fuck is silence? I want to talk to that bastard. I want to murder. Pretty sure this was just a loot area. I don't know where his room would be. I'm pretty sure this is all just loot stuff. Oh.
This place.
Oh, there's Regala, okay.
No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for the space, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I went in my cage for the war. Tell me when to strike.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dork, Jiroka, Makala. And the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
Damn.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hikaru called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them. And they fled as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Tvishav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tanakh.
It was an insult. No outlander can ever deserve to wear armor, bear marks. And then a Karja messenger was brought before us. That's when I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
She has a way with words, doesn't she? Oh my god. I feel like her and Silence would get along.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down. A true Tanakh would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled, but Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor, which he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. Did
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hikaru, failed to eliminate you. No Tanakh would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
Fair enough.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
Their name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Astarotte and her sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a truth, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Akagi and become a chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories, but because of you, my people continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tanakh won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win.
She said, pfft.
All right. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew the wings of the ten.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
Interesting. Okay. So that's her. I'm still missing, wherever the fuck Silence is.
Oh. I guess this door's office must have been Thea's private room.
I guess I haven't been in here before. Interesting. Well, hi. Hello. Interesting. Where are rooms?
I'm gonna clean my gear away. I can do yours if you want.
Jesus, I scared myself.
Of course. Don't mention it.
That's to leave.
Did you need something?
Oh, there he is. Jesus Christ. Hi, buddy. Yeah, to punch you in the face. You has pew pew. Why pew pew? Why you pew pewing? Hold on. You don't need to pew pew. Listen. Listen. I need to pew pew. I has to hunt things. Listen, buddy.
Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask me.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Wow, you generous? The fuck? The fuck? How am I? I'm okay for the most part. I'm actually feeling a little better. My chest is still kind of hurting, but I'm doing my best.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Queen.
Why
The
would I
tribe from across the
ask you
ocean.
that?
And
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
no,
I am confusion.
they stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world. And what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shields.
Yes, well, it also led them to thieves.
Did it now?
No, yeah, sure.
So those run-ins with the Quinn I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search thieves. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Yeah, he has a way with words.
Tell me about the weapon. How
All
does it
he
work?
cares about is
Upgraded
gathering
the delivery system.
information.
Now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
He just wants to have all the information to himself
No,
and hoard it
but I'd be a fool
like
to
it's a pile of gold.
After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes. Even you can appreciate the value of secrecy and warranty. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it, and you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or the sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of
Why
the
would he do
Zeniths return
that?
to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakths to assault the Zenith base. the casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation.
Wow.
At the Hades Proving Lab.
Listen. Listen, you didn't have to do that. Listen.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to HahnAraa.
Before Regala's rebellion, HahnAraa was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with Akagi. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tanakh. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need Astarotte to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades and the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to Astarotte. How did you get Astarotte to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Astarotte tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala and Nox. Astarotte would help you create a machine-riding army, and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
He said what he said. Okay.
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough.
Too
I'll let you
long.
know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, we just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
Goddamn. She said what she said. She ain't wrong. Dude's an absolute asshole. I think. I'll take whichever's in here. And then I guess we're gonna go meet with all of the companions and head out.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that? Alright, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood?
Silence is like, this hoe.
You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
Talo's such a good dude. I would trust him with my life. Oh, I guess I can talk to them all again, huh? I literally just talked to all of them. Like, I spent an hour talking. Okay. But I mean, I'll talk to them again. Why not? Sure. Let's talk to them again. One more time. Hi, buddy.
We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals. In the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already. By the way, we should probably discuss the Sons of Prometheus. You know, since we've both been looking in. If you have time, obviously.
Yee.
If that one's not working right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Little bugger's got some personality, that's all. Saved my butt with those spectres. Wouldn't feel right to leave it behind now. You know, besides, it goes with my outfit.
I don't want to spoil your look.
He's funny.
Thorol made the right call. You know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varro. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini.
Yeah.
I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one. And we talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. How you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. A time like the present, if you're up for it.
Sure.
You think it's time for us to finally have that drink?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. Oh.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Duran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the sun ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha! And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
But she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Duran's kestrels for good measure.
Nice.
And the Mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed it. Humiliated her.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe.
That's funny.
Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
You were right. That was a story best told over the drink.
All good stories are.
Fair enough. Thank you for
Guess I
talking
should
to
be
me.
going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous. With my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Alright, so what you got to say, girl?
I hope everybody's ready for this. Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Aloy, nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks.
Of course.
Everyone here. Training, working together. If it weren't for Varl, none of it would have happened.
You know, there was this one night, right before Varl left with you to go to Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. I was nervous about the mission. To be honest, I think we both were. So, he asked me to join him in Gaia's dome. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith launch facility. We sat there, just looking at it. I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck on that great sphere. How every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission were gone. I miss him terribly.
I know. You and
Poor
Aaron seem to
Varl.
be on better terms now.
He may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad. I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there's one favor I would ask of you.
Mm-hmm.
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So,
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
But I totally will. You're right. Hi, Alva. How you doing, girl?
Nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
The rest of us should be enough of a distraction to the Zeniths for you to hack into their network undetected. But you'll have to be quick, in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know. The truth, if we're lucky. Once all this is over, will you go back across the ocean?
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more worried I become. If I go back, I don't even know if they let me keep this focus you gave me, or what they do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on my duties as a diviner, would I be willing to let the truths I've learned about the ancestors be buried away by the Board of Overseers? Would I dare challenge them and risk my family's safety? Or losing Federa?
Who's this Federa you mentioned?
She is another diviner. One of our best. We used to be rivals at the academy. I hated her guts. But apparently there's a fine line between hate and
Oh,
love.
whoa, there's more
We became
gay?
very close, and then I was assigned to the expedition. She promised she'd wait for me, no matter how long it took.
Well, that was smart of her. She won't do any better.
I don't
Aww.
know about that.
I do.
Aw, Aloy. That's so sweet of you.
I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens, I'm grateful that the legacy brought us together. I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
Come on, do I look that old? Katala will protect you inside the Zenith base.
I'm not
Ha!
afraid.
Gay! Right?
I know Katala will fulfill
First,
his
Tilda
duty,
had a
as
thing
will
with
I.
Elizabeth, and now she has a girlfriend.
At least it'll be alongside
Everything's
a
just
friend.
gay. Everything's gay.
I'll stay alive.
Next thing you know, Aaron don't have a boyfriend somewhere. I don't even know.
I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead
That's
us to
really
victory.
sweet, though. Alright, who's next? Who else wants to be talked to? Katala or Silence? Oh, Tilda.
Welcome
Neither.
back, Aloy.
Neither of the above, okay.
Would you like to continue our chat?
Sure.
I should be going.
I'll be making final preparations.
Is there anything else I missed? No? Okay. I guess not. I already kind of examined everything, didn't I?
Oh, I miss fall.
Oh.
It still hurts to think about him.
Oh, Aloy.
I don't know if the pain will ever really go away. When I find that bastard, Eric, I'm gonna make him pay.
Hell yeah. Fuck him up. He doesn't deserve life. So let's see. There's Katalo and Silence left and Regala.
So,
And
you
Silence.
too.
I gotta talk to this asshole again.
Something else?
What the hell?
I'll be going.
As you wish.
Okay. That's it then. Katalo. Where is Katalo? There's Alva again. Oh, he's in there. Okay. Fair enough. Hey, buddy. What's up, bro? How you doing? Oh, what's back here? Hi. Hello. What? Oh, that's his
So
arm.
you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through. Interesting.
Interesting.
So, how are we feeling about the mission?
I do not know everything that you have planned, but it doesn't matter. All that remains is to follow you to the end, whatever that will be.
Thank you, Katalo. I'm glad all this brought us together.
You brought us together, and I am grateful too. Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremor Tusk site and test my new arm, before we leave on our mission.
Right. I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
Now that training time is over, what's on your mind?
The Bulwark, the Kulrut, and how we need another miracle if we're to survive the Zenith base.
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
We didn't really get to talk about what happened at Gemini.
There was nothing more to say. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial at the Grove, among the most distinguished of our tribe's warriors. His deeds were worthy of the Ten. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin. So that it may live on.
Aww.
I'm sure he'd be
That's so sweet. Katalo.
I'll see you soon then.
He's such a
It will
bro.
be my honor.
He's such a bro. And then Regala, who is down the stairs somewhere. I forgot where I found her. She's somewhere down here. Oh, there she is. Hi. Man, she a bloodthirsty bitch. That's all I know. Goddamn. Girl's out for blood. Be ready.
I'll leave you be.
But I will sharpen my blade.
That's all you've been doing the past, like, 30 minutes. But okay. Alright. So let's...
First the frost breath, then the snow.
I'm gonna save after all that. Oh. I'm also gonna sell this, outfit that I got because it's not even worth keeping. Now that I have the one that I have now. And then I can sell all of this stuff.
Smart choice.
Alright, let's save again. You're right, after talking to everybody for an hour, basically. Okay, where... But I mean, look at how much of this map I've covered. Like, that's freaking crazy. Almost everything. And then this is gonna be, like, this area, I guess, so... Ah, and then this is the island. I see. So I'm gonna get to that part. I've probably covered, like, 75–80% of this map. Like, goddamn, I've been everywhere, a little bit everywhere. I've done a lot of side quests though, and the side quests actually like take you to a lot of different places. They help you kind of explore the map a bit. Alright. I guess we're going, guys. I guess we're going. Okay, there's... Let's fly! Oh, it's down this way? Okay. It's still a pretty big open world, though. Like, goddamn. Hold on. Down. Down, puppy. Down. I forgot. Is it X to dismount? Okay. Yeah. Thanks. We're gonna save right next to the spot. And then I guess we can fly again, huh? Oh my god. Why was that so loud? Stop! Whoa! Listen, guys. You don't have to be doing all that. Hold on.
There. Rendezvous point. I should
Thank
take
you,
care of everything
bird.
I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
You will be locked into the singularity in the open quest world. Will be unavailable for the duration of the quest. Okay. That's fine. Nowhere back! So we're reaching the end, y'all.
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Where are the others?
Not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Oh, she just flies right in. Alright.
Are we all here?
Not showing off or anything.
Then let's begin.
Oh, he's using his arm. Happy Katalo. Happy Katalo, everybody. I'm glad I went and did that for him. That was really nice.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others.
Of course you did.
Shall we?
wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
Yo.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
Let us proceed.
One more thing.
Yes.
Open up the channel to beta. Audio only. Aloy, we're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
I will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Let's go, everybody. It's time.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
But I gotta loot things first. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company.
Oh,
Follow
I
my
see.
lead.
Hi.
That's what I do.
Hello. How are you guys? Oh. Don't do that. Oh no. You're right. This is a good spot. Yes, a good spot. Good spot, yes. Well, I couldn't stealth him fast enough, I guess. I don't need to hit it with plasma. I just need to Mordor it. Why am I stuck? Nope. I stuck. I got stuck in.
I think we got it.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
I think you're right.
Let's go, everybody.
Find anything?
Yeah.
Frost Bella back. Interesting. Cool. Oh, loot. Loot everywhere. Oh my god. Oh, there was a gun up there I could have used. That's fine. I don't need it. I'm too strong. Sky Drifter. Oh. Hello.
What's in this backpack? Metal bricks?
Probably.
Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
That's funny. He's so sassy.
I wish I had a glider. I guess I'll find another way.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here.
I'm not really
Their
built for
salvage
climbing.
may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Oh,
Sneak
hi.
or fight? You choose.
Well, they're pretty fast, so I don't know if I can sneak up on them. Hi. Oh my god, hi. Hello. They're fast. They're speedy.
I grab it if you need it.
Oh yeah! Oh hell yeah!
Hey, get
Woo!
shot at this.
Better than any Astarotte.
Any good loot?
A little.
Just a wellnayr, buddy. Nice. I always like killing them because it's like that's extra extra loot and it's extra experience. So might as well, right? Hooah!
Tired yet?
Yep.
Oh, metal flower. Perfect.
Yeah. Clear those weeds. Yeesh. Now, these plants are weird.
We're through.
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
Are you sure? Okay. Alright.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds. But I guess, got dead one. Hey, you remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed?
Yeah, right.
You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh yeah. Good times.
Good times. Oh, more.
Respect. I'll attack with you.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay.
Why I came along. It's here when you want it. That's the quick way to take it down.
What? He said plasma, right? So... Let's do... I don't know, frost or something? Sure. Let's try a... Oh, Lord. Hell yeah. Whoa! That did a lot of damage! Did I miss it?
Good job I stashed some berries, huh?
Oh, nice. I like the spike thrower. This is pretty cool.
I think that's all of them.
There we go.
Let's push on.
Let's build all our stuff again. Oh, that takes a while. Okay. That's fine. That's pretty cool. I like the spike thrower. That's nice. That's very nice.
Just some parts.
Apex Bellovac. There's a gun up there, but that doesn't really matter.
Here, up this rock. We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
I'm trying not to complain. We should move on.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
That's what I'm doing.
You alright?
Sort of.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I failed. I thought I was on... Oh my god. How do I get back up there? Rude.
Yeah. I'll find a way back up.
Wow. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Honk. It's a honk. Wait, is he fighting something and I'm not there? Oh my god. Yeah, he sure is.
Why don't we want to fight at once?
How many specters do they
Looks
have?
like the others have things under control.
I can't climb that one. So I need to climb this way, yeah. This was the rock, right? I think. No? No. No. Oh, up this way. Hi. Yeah, boy.
Come on. Up the slab.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Do it.
Nice.
Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
A moment, please. Okay. Alright. Up? Up, Aloy? Up? Okay, good. There we go. Getting closer.
Alva and Katalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Oh my god!
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on.
What is that?
Give me some monster.
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
Oh, nice. Let's go. Thank you so much.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
And now it can crank out machines to its heart's content.
Hell yeah.
Get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
I'm pretty sure it's already a war zone, but that's just my opinion.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, if Hephaestus has escaped containment, it will no doubt flee back to the cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
Aloy. In case we don't make it, I just have one request.
What is it?
We had to do all this climbing.
That we had to do all this climbing.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Guess not all the specters are fighting our machines.
Ah, that'd have made it nice and easy.
Yeah, why not? Why not fight a few? Sure.
Zoe and Baldy are fighting another Spectre up there.
I think they can handle it.
Pick it up. Need it. Live long.
Yeah, boy. Okay, where's the other one? Where the frick you at? Oh, hi. Hello. Hi, how are you? Oh, okay, I failed. That's fine. I have a lot of health now. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, better.
Better. Better. Resource repository. Interesting.
This way.
Interesting.
Big jump.
You got this, bro. I believe in you.
To the right, I think.
To the right. Okay. This way? This way.
And now to the left.
I'm about halfway from where I started.
The hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now. The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
Listen, I have to loot. Listen.
Another one.
Hi. Oh, wait. Wait, wait. Wait. Give that to me. Let me have this.
As do I.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hi. How are you, Baka? How you doing? You doing good over there? Alright, cool.
This way.
Good. Glad to hear it. Oh, hi, Zoe. More climbing again. Lots of climbing. Only climbing.
Come on, let's go!
This way, demon!
That's a lot of specters. Well, I had a feeling that was gonna happen to her. She did say that's what she wanted, to go down in a blaze of glory.
Please. She cared nothing for peace.
At least she died on her own terms. That was your puppet.
Oblivion draws no such distinctions.
That's cold. You sure you're not a Zenith?
Aloy, it's been intense. A Katalo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
We're almost there, guys. I swear. Oh my god. There's more of them than I thought.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
There's the fucking asshole. This hole right here.
Zeniths inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless! You can't hurt us. Face it, you're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing. Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
You should be. Hell yeah.
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Let's fucking go! I've never seen Silence fight.
Secure Gaia.
That's so
I'll stop
weird.
Gerard.
Let's
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, what? Die, my seed felt. Apologies for that. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network.
Just do the best you can.
Do the best as you can. I believe. I believe. You can do it. Don't really have much of a choice. Oh. Panel.
Okay, an elevator.
Cool.
Promising.
This bitch right here, listen. Mordor. I want to Mordor him. Listen.
You got some unfinished business, little girl.
She's taking more tumbles than that. Come on, man. Ain't gonna kill her.
Need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one.
Yeah.
I wish I could bring this.
Whoa! I can't let him catch me.
Whoa! He's got a lot of those. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm trying to scan you. Hold on. He's weak versus fire. Okay.
I'm taking you down.
Good to know. Fire and ice.
Felt that, didn't ya?
Not insane.
And then, fire.
Are you there?
Whoa!
Just need to find
That
my
did
way
some
in there.
damage.
Don't like that, do ya? He's almost down.
Get wrecked, boy! Fuck you. Kill my friend Varl.
Forgot what it was like to hurt.
Oh, Zoe's gonna kill him. I mean, he
Now we're having fun, right?
he did murder, like, her basically husband, basically.
You okay?
I will be.
All right.
Rescue your sister.
Hell yeah. I feel
I'll
better.
regroup with the others and make sure they're alright.
Let me, get all my stuff back. Is that everything? Everything maxed out. Oh, I forgot I had the bolt blaster too. That's right. I always forget about all the things that I have. Gibba. Okay, cool. Let's go. He didn't even drop any loot. Look at this ass. Look at this asshole. What the hell? Unacceptable.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top.
God damn it.
You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
I gotta get closer.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I'm a good climber. It's what I do. Oh, a piece. Go up. Thank you. Alright.
Errand? Is everyone alright down there?
Oh, hold on. What?
Cleaning up the last few specters.
Listen.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know. But there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay.
That's a lot of climbing. That's a lot of climbing. Okay, do we drop to ledge and then climb? Oh, there we go. I see. Then more stairs on this side. Okay. Ah! Don't go too far. Jesus. Okay. More stairs.
This is it. End of the line. Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
That doesn't sound good.
Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
Goddamn. I have a feeling she's gonna betray me.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
I understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me.
No.
It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
In a few centuries? Fuck you, girl.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
I knew she was gonna do something in the end.
Take cover! Get to the door! Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
What the fuck?
I've heard that before.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
You did some damage. I better scan that thing first.
Acid. Okay, acid. What did it say?
Acid's corroding its armor.
You can only endure so much.
Acid and something else. Plasma. Interesting, weak to plasma. Listen, you don't have to be like that.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
I can target its gold plating.
Let her have it!
Elemental ammo is making a dent in those gold plates. Armor's up!
Acid seems to be doing all the damage, man.
This world is finished!
Get wrecked! You ain't taking my planet. Fuck you. This my planet, bitch. Oh!
It's over.
Level 61.
You just let me choose.
Loot? Is she dead? Damn. Feels bad. Silence, don't you fucking think about it.
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
Of course he did. He's Silence.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zeniths' shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on.
Thank the turn.
Goodbye, Silence.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Oh, is he changing his mind?
Hey, where's he going?
Oh.
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought.
The
It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. The people of this world have the strength.
Oh, he buried her.
Any battle.
That's really sweet.
The ingenuity.
Oh, hey, buddy.
To solve any.
I forgot about him. And then this weirdo.
Courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
Aww. Happy Aloy. Yeah, she grew up an orphan, so the only person she had for the longest time was, Rost. Oh, is that the end? What the frick? Oh, I don't control the bird, by the way. Well, goddamn. We stopped the one invasion and now we have another coming. Seems about right. Oh, I know there's DLC after this. And I'm assuming there's probably going to be a cutscene or something after the credits. There usually always is. But that's actually really sweet, because, as I said, Aloy grew up as an orphan, and she was ostracized by her clan, so everyone, like, bullied her and wouldn't interact with her, so she was alone until Rost found her, and then she lost Rost, and she made a few friends in the first game, but the bonds she formed in this one, where she, like, was able to, like, bring people together as a team, that's really touching, and that's something she really, really needed and deserves. I love my tribe huntress. Oh, I know, right? Well, I'm assuming that both series are getting a third one because both of them left on, you know, kind of a cliffhanger, so I wouldn't be satisfied leaving it like that. We'll just go through the credits and see what's gonna happen. It's... what? It's not a remake. It would be a third game. Oh yeah, they're like remastering the original game. Yeah, I think I heard something about that. I played the original. I'm good. I am content. I think I still like the first one better, just because I don't know, it was something about her starting her journey, like, that was really touching to me. And there was also a lot more introductions to people and like her interacting with people in the tribes, and you got a first look at the clans and stuff. And this one had a lot more like sci-fi stuff, like it was kind of cool, but I actually prefer like just the tribe stuff more. I think it's more interesting. But overall, I mean, as far as continuing a really great game, I think they did a pretty good job. Happy Horizon, yee! Happy Aloy! We love Aloy, everybody. She's gotta be flying somewhere. Just gonna be another cutscene, I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Listen here, Alice. Listen here. Listen here. She is in Genshin Impact. She's not from Genshin Impact. Listen. 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 I will be sassy while I'm getting my pata-patas. Listen. Listen. Don't make me come over there. I will drive 6 hours. Listen. Don't test me. Not the oh whoa. Happy Heather visit. I know where you live, girl. You might have to catch a plane, bro. It's a long way. She's very far location-wise, but she's very close to our hearts, right? Right, guys? You're right, in makeup light? How the fuck are you gonna do that? What? What? Lenny, calm down. Listen. You're right, become an Archon and fly alignment. Sure. I don't think glue sticks are gonna help at all, but duct tape a little bit. I believe in the power of duct tape, but glue sticks suck ass, dude. Like, they don't keep nothing together. Jesus Christ. And they're messy and gross. And they just leave residue on things. It's just... I'd rather have a hot glue gun. At least that stays better. These are long credits. It's a big game though, to be fair. I mean, it's just as big as the original, like, open world-wise. The, like, vibe felt the same. You know, like, you had the quest, you had, like, the hunting grounds, you had the open world, you got the, you know, what the fuck am I thinking in my brain? You had the machines to fight, you had side quests, you had the main story, you had exploration, different weapons, different armors, lots of different things you could do. They kept to the right, the right vibe, which I appreciate. I enjoyed a lot of the new characters too. I really liked Alva and Katalo a lot. And Beta ended up being really sweet too. Oh. Okay. You're right, Gorilla Glue, yeah. Gorilla Glue is gonna be a little better. Yeah, I've spent... Oh my god, let me check my Steam. It's been 60... some hours or something. No, more than that. I did a lot of side quests. $83 hours in total. So that's including side quests. I did a lot of extra stuff off stream. Side quests, exploring, you know, building out armor, all kinds of stuff. Yee, okay. Man, Aloy's taking the full scenic route. She said, I'm gonna cross the entire world right now. I mean, to be fair, if the giant nemesis monster army is going to destroy the planet, I would want to take a whole lap around the world too. You know, just in case. But this is not the end. Oh no, we have DLC, and there's gay in the DLC. Yes! I know, I have seen it. Yes! Surprisingly, there was more gay than I expected, because, but I didn't realize it until the very end, because Tilda talked about how she and Elizabeth were in a relationship, and then Alva apparently has a girl she likes back home, and I'm just like, gay! It's exciting. It's exciting. And there was one male NPC that was, flirting with a guy, I think, earlier. It was in one of the side quests, I remember, but I like how they add some inclusion. It's very nice. I also love that they added the Pride face paint, which I've been using this entire game as soon as I got it. That was very, very nice to me. Yee. Yee. Hyper, hyper. It just felt really nice. I felt included. I was like, oh. Wonder how long the DLC is. Maybe I'll look that up while the credits are rolling. I'm just curious. Okay. Google says about 5 hours long, so we have... well, 5 to 7, I guess. Some people say it's longer or shorter. 5 to 10 hours. I'm gonna say 5 to 10 hours. I'm getting mixed reviews, but I also play on easy difficulties, so it'll probably take me less time. A lot of people play on normal, which is valid. I just like to relax. It's more fun to me when I'm not stressing. Ah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I love when they say thank you in the credits. It's so nice. Makes me feel all warm inside. Cutscene? 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 Nope, more credits. Oh, nice. Congratulations on completing the main game. Aloy's story will not continue in the Burning Shores DLC, set in an entirely new area of the map with new quests, characters, machines, weapons, skills, tools, outfits, collectibles, more. Aloy will be contacted shortly with next steps to begin the journey. You can also replay the game from the beginning in New Game Plus and use the New Game start point in the base. Thanks for playing and enjoy the Burning Shores. Well, thanks! That's nice of you. Hell yeah. Alright. What was I... okay, skill-wise, I have almost everything maxed out. I'm missing a few in the middle, but I've gotten the main tiers built out. Ooh! That was a legendary. I'm sorry, that's going somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. I did not note this. I think we're gonna do this one. Yes. Yes. Beautiful, delicious. Critical hit chance? I might want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? What new? Oh, I don't need those. Okay. Wait, I was gonna look at the quest. Help. I need information. Oh. I'm still missing a few, actually. There's Tilda, Gerard, Eric. I didn't get everything, but I tried to pick up as much as I could without, like, super going crazy. Like, I did most of the side quests and errands. Basically anything that I found while I was running around, I did all of that and I finished all of that, but I didn't, like, go out of my way to look at for every single piece of information. So, I did a majority-wise. I'd say probably, like... probably like 80% or something. Oh. That's nice. So what am I supposed to do? Oh, hey, Beta. How you doing, girl?
Aloy,
Oh, hi.
a certain complication has come to my attention that we must discuss.
Uh-huh.
I'll be waiting at Tilda's. It's proven to be a useful headquarters for my inquiries into the Zenith base. And don't worry, I haven't disturbed her precious art.
Fine. I'll be there when I can.
There it is. That's the new game plus. Okay. Hi, Beta.
What are you up to? I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have Hephaestus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
Abso-positively. Okay. Is anyone else here? Just her? I guess everyone else went back home, huh? That's wild. That's a wild. What the hell? I don't even really use the traps, but since I'm in the area... Okay. I don't have the stuff for that one. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna save and go to like a campfire close to the end of the where the burning shores is supposed to start, and then I'm gonna end it stream probably. But close. You guys are still here.
Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
I always do. Okay, fast travel. Where oh where does Silence want to go? Down here? Can I? Ah, okay. So I guess this is the closest spot. Right, I'd say that's a good place to stop. I've rebuilt all my ammo. And then next time we can get started on the burning shores, which is, they say about 5 to 10 hours, but yeah, we'll do the DLC next time, everybody. But we beat the game! We beat the main game. Main story game. Alright, so I'm gonna end it here. I am going to go ahead and raid somebody, and then we will get out of here. Let us see, who is alive? Who alive? Let us see. Pick a random person, you're right. I haven't seen Blair in a while. Let's raid her. She is a werewolf VTuber. I talked to her a while back when I was trying to do the fluffy VTuber group, and I've just decided it's just too much for my mental health to keep up with groups anymore. But I remember her being really, really sweet. She's also another, you know, wolf VTuber, so let's go support her while she does some art, everybody. Alright, that'll be it for Horizon 2 Forbidden West main story, and next time I will be starting the DLC, and I am going to stream that until it's done so I can finally put this game to rest, because I've been working on it for way too long. It also takes a shit ton of space on my computer, so I need to finish. I also have another game coming out pretty soon. I would like to finish this before that, because it's going to be a big game file, I think, so... Anyways, let's go raid our friend, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye!